So there's something internally coming apart for sure.
Everything's broke. It's all wrecked. Well, I would say hello and happy day, but it is not a happy day for me.
You having fun yet? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna pull the turbo off because that's definitely needs to be fixed. And then we're gonna pull all the injectors out, look at them, and also stick the borescope in there and see what we can see, if we got a burnt piston or sleeve or what's going on.
Which we're pretty sure there is.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on for sure. So we checked the filter this morning and had a bunch of aluminum in it. So there's something internally coming apart for sure. Now it's just a matter of finding out what it is. What'd you break?
I almost broke my ankle running to the farm today.
That's
You
not
broke
good.
my robot.
No, I did not. All right, so we got the turbo off, obviously. 5 out of the 6 injectors will come out, but this one we can't get out. It's loose, but it will not pull out of the hole. So I'm guessing that's the problem child right there. Just like you.
I'm not a problem. I'm perfect.
Uh-huh. So we're gonna work at this. If we can't get it out, then we're gonna end up pulling the head off, which at this point really isn't that big of a deal.
Was the turbo fine?
No.
No.
I'm guessing that came apart and went through the turbo.
Like the tip from the injector that's in. Okay, I don't know pulling stuff, so let me take my guess. So I know you guys were saying last night there's tips on the injectors, and those are in here.
Yeah, this is an injector tip. Those are injectors. The fuel comes in this side, comes out that little tip.
So this could have came out and gone through the turbo.
Yep.
Like this, right here.
Well, no, the other side, the exhaust side. Right here.
It looks fine to me.
It's not. If you look at it. Well, the intake's fine, but it's got a little rubbage right there. There's a little rubbing on the back.
That's enough to be wrecked.
Yep.
You couldn't sell that?
No.
If anyone wants to buy a wrecked turbo to say that you have Elsing family pulling team memorabilia in your basement or in your shop, it's for sale.
No, we'll just put in a new wheel.
Okay, the wheel's for sale.
How much?
$200.
$200? Yeah, somebody might buy it.
Let us know.
All right.
So we're taking the turbo and fuel lines. I think we're taking the fuel lines off and turbo and fuel lines off right now. And yeah, it takes us a while. We're struggling. And we pulled the injectors out, and then the number 6 was stuck because the piston was hitting it, so we struggled. And that's us using our slide hammer. That hurt my hand. No, that's us using our borescope, not the slide hammer yet. We're checking the pistons, but we couldn't get number 6 out, and that's where the carnage was.
They already saw that beforehand. I think I put this out of place, but this is them taking it apart.
Yeah. At this point, we didn't know what was junk. So everything looked good, but obviously we couldn't get that number 6 injector out. So now we're taking water lines off for the water injection and head bolts out. Now we're pulling the head off with the intake and the exhaust.
Well, we've got damage.
What's going on, buddy? We sent her a little too hard.
Yup. Little residual in there.
Yeah, I'm guessing it might have came back. Thinking it might have came back through somehow.
Looks like we just broke the top of the piston, like where the bowl is.
Yeah.
Now we get to take the oil pan off.
I got an excuse why I didn't win. Oh, goody.
No bueno.
No good, Mr. George.
That would be why we can't get the injector out.
Oh yeah, that's junk.
Junk.
So now we are taking the intake manifold and exhaust manifold off of the head, which was a real treat because you couldn't get much for a wrench or socket or impact in there. Now we're taking the exhaust manifold off the head.
What does the exhaust manifold do?
Takes the exhaust from the head to the through up to the turbo, so it makes turbo noises. Now we're taking the oil pan off, which is my least favorite by far job ever.
Do you have to do that often or just because you're fixing it?
Whenever we gotta take pistons out, you kinda gotta do that. So you gotta push the pistons up from the bottom and sleeves out.
Are not great. We are in the calf barn and I have been having issues in here all weekend. Started out Friday night and Saturday morning. The farm lost our water. We ran out of water. Our well didn't work. Not ran out of water. Our well didn't work. So calves are not able to drink because the robot wasn't working because of that. And then same thing happened Saturday night into Sunday morning, so they weren't able to drink again. So I was here for 5 hours yesterday dealing with that, making sure that they were all drinking. The same thing happened again this morning. The good news is that the robot is working currently. The bad news is there's a ton of 100 calves, so I'm going to be spending a good portion of the day making sure that each calf, oh, you have poo all over your head, is able to rotate in and out of the robot and at least drink now. Get some milk in them, and then Dalton and I are going to problem solve and try and figure out why it keeps going out every single night, because not good. Obviously our calves need a drink. I know part of our issue too is that for some reason the hose that goes from the robot to our back two pens to drink keeps getting kinked, and so then even when the robot is fixed, they're still not getting moved. So I don't know if I just need to put a longer hose there or what. I'm gonna see what he wants to do, because we just replaced it too, so lots of fun here. It's about 2.5 hours later. Things have calmed down a little bit in the calf barn. You don't hear as much bellowing in the background. That's because a majority of the calves have drank. I still have 3 or 4. Buddy, you can't kick me. I'm trying to get you to go drink. I still have 3 or 4 that I want to go up and drink. And then I can do my cleaning and everything. The good thing about this is the one pen that was struggling a lot to get milk from the robot is all getting weaned this week. And so that means it's just kind of starting the weaning process a little bit early, which I guess is not ideal, but not the end of the world. And they are housing the grain, so they're all getting real good at eating the grain, so that's kind of a plus. But at least they know to go to that for food, so it is what it is. Well, 7:40, I'm gonna give grain to some of the weaned ones because they're out, and then we'll be back here in the morning, back here ready for another fun day of farming. See you then.
Well, good morning and happy day. Welcome back to New Age Custom Farming. And I've drug up. I'm sitting under our tender trailer. Man, this is an easy life, I can tell you. A tender driver is a good career choice for me here today, I think. Got some shade under the trailer. Brought my chair. We're at a farm pretty far away from where we farm. It's a good 45-minute drive in the semi, so I came up here. Normally we move our semi tender or the tender trailer up to an area that we're working in or wherever we're working, and then I just get a ride back to the farm and do something else. But because it's kind of far away, by the time I have somebody else come and get me, we get back to the farm. An hour later, but I have to get a ride back to the semi and move it back. I spend my whole day driving back and forth. So actually I had some spray log paperwork to do, so I did that already, but that took an hour to do. and now he's got to get one more load and then I can head out. But we got the dash trailer here. Brought up, we're doing corn fungicide, tasseled fungicide, so the corn's all tasseled out as tall as it's going to get. Putting on fungicide for tar spot and some other disease, northern and gray leaf spot and whatever. Protects against all of it, but mainly the tar spot. Actually, up here is the worst stuff we found for tar spot, so it's a good thing we're up here. The other thing we're doing is putting on a little bit of foliar nitrogen, so giving it another shot of nitrogen. The corn's so big right now, it's growing a lot better than it normally does, so it's taking a lot more nitrogen, so I think that's going to help it out quite a bit too. But that's what we're up to. He's bombing through the rows. I think he's putting on 17 gallons an acre, which with fungicide you want good coverage. We've done, and people will argue with me all the time, but we've done side-by-side trials with the airplane and helicopters and drones, and they all have their place, and I understand they can cover a lot of ground in a day, but bang for your buck, a ground rig is hands down the way to go. And I know that because I ran it side-by-side with a customer last year. We did like half his farm with our rig, and then he had the plane do the other half, and this year we did the whole farm for him. So that just tells you where it's at. And you can argue with me in the comments. You don't have to believe me, I really don't care, but that's the truth of it. So you walk in the corn after our ground rig goes through and the plant is soaked all the way to the bottom, and that's the ear leaf is the most important thing to protect, and we do that. We're running a SP, I think it's an SP 310F, maybe New Holland 310 sprayer, 120 foot boom, and it's got hydraulic suspension, so you can just swipe a little bar in the cab on the screen and it raises it 10 inches, I think, 10 or 12 inches. It raises it up higher so it'll clear the corn, but that's what we're doing today.
As you guys know, we have been having lots of issues with our robot. I think I have it somewhat figured out. So what happens is it cleans itself 3 times a day. I don't know what the type of cleaning is that it does, but it keeps running into the issue where the mixer isn't evacuating or emptying completely, and so then it just makes it so it stops working. And so it cleans itself at 10 a.m., 4 p.m., and 10 a.m., 4 p.m., and 10 p.m. And so then overnight, like it does it at 10 p.m. and then it makes it so it's not running all night long, and then it does it again at 10 a.m. and whatnot. So we ordered the part that we believe we need for it, so hopefully that fixes it. And then the guys are actually out in the driveway right now working on Brandon's sprayer because the boom broke or something with the boom. So I guess it's all about braking all around here. Oh, and also we were supposed to tractor pull tomorrow night at the Carroll County Fair in Milledgeville, Illinois. The Tomcat will not be making it out for that, so everything's broke. It's all wrecked. I cannot get over how bug-eyed this little calf is. Buddy, what happened to you? Should we go drink? So I don't know where I left for recording this video off at, because I took a couple hours off of working at the farm to work on wedding stuff, because Avery and I are getting married in like 45 days. And so I have so much stuff to get done, so it took some time to go do that. Right now, back now, it's 8 p.m.-ish in the calf barn to do a circuit clean, because everyone's had ample time to drink and get caught up and stuff after the robot not working. So like I said earlier, we think we have it figured out. Hopefully we do. And then it'll be all back to normal here in the calf barn.
Well, got an update on the Tomcat. Mason's plugging away. We put the pistons in it, and we just set the head on it, and I forgot to set up the camera. So we literally just set the head on it. Now we're gonna put all the head studs in, then torque the head down, and then we can start putting on the manifolds and getting her back together. Dad's got a little bit more to do with the clutch, but that'll be pretty quick. And then we'll be back up and running till the next bang. What do you think?
I don't know.
We backed the timing off a little bit too, so hopefully she lives a little longer. It was doing pretty good. So.
We didn't back it off too much.
I know. She's a slouch. We'll turn her up for Saturday night.
Well, we put a timing light on it.
Yeah, and see where it's at.
Yeah, we did it static, so hopefully we didn't get too aggressive going down.
Yep. We'll see.
Yep.
It's better than breaking. Well, losing sucks though. We ain't going out there to lose, but
We don't want to, but
also breaking stuff's really sucks too.
yeah, doing this sucks too.
So get her back together.
Can you explain what you're working on, Greggy?
The clutch.
What was wrong with it?
Wasn't happy. We were like the way we were driving the stands, we're only catching a part of the floater here. So it was hanging up. It wouldn't. We were always having a hard time getting it going on a line, but well, we took it apart and found the problem.
Almost like you should have taken it apart a while ago.
Well, we didn't start having a problem until that started wearing. The last couple pulls. I don't know.
Mason, how's it going for you over there?
Good.
What are you working on?
Same thing.
All right, tomorrow we gotta finish up the clutch. We gotta get some washers that fit in there, and then we're gonna get the pistons back, get them slid in tomorrow night. Start putting her back together, the pistons and the head. Hopefully the turbo too. I think the turbo is supposed to come tomorrow at noon or today at noon, one of the two.
What are they doing right now?
We turned the timing back a little bit because when we were looking at the top of the piston, you can see where the injector is spraying, and we figured it was just a little bit too far out in the bowl, and maybe that's why we broke that piston. So we took the timing back a couple degrees to hopefully not wreck stuff anymore. And yeah, just keep putting her back together.
And then farm stuff we've got going on the rest of the week is,
I don't really know.
are we still chopping?
Nope.
Finished third crop.
Yep. Got some spraying to do once we get this boom welded together. And that's about it.
Mason, what farm stuff do you have going on this week?
Shop work.
Precisely where I don't want to be.
We're irrigating. Yeah. Whatever is pulled in the shop. Got the airflow. We got a bunch of work to do on that. Fan clutch, arm controller. That's before I have to get ready for chopping.
Yep.
The corn head, you said?
Corn heads for the choppers. Had to go through all them, both of them. And I think we got a drag line in some manure next week. Is that next week?
Yeah.
So get ready for that.
And
So right now we are putting the push rods in, which we had two different lengths of push rods for some reason. There's some cam reason. And we're torquing the heads right now. Head bolts right now. Yep. Got Avery grunting because he's not a big enough man to get him down, pull hard enough. He's got to put his foot up like a little man. Now we're putting the valve train on, which we struggled with because the push rods were different and we're not used to that. We didn't label anything where it went. So we did that about 10 times until we figured it out.
how late did you guys work on this?
It was like 10:30. Now we're getting ready to put so you can see we took that off quite a bit. put the exhaust manifold back on, an intake manifold back on. Dad did ran the valves once we got everything figured out. Then Avery hooked up the water lines, put that intake pipe on, put the valve cover on, and then we had the treat of putting the oil pan back on, which again, is my super favorite job.
Is she gonna be ready for Hillsboro?
Yeah, it should be.
All right, if you're gonna be there, go see the boys Friday and Saturday of Hillsboro.
That's gonna be it for this destruction video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
And the next one. Bye.
Bye.